What is the socio-political relevance of current hip-hop, and has it separated itself from its original roots?
Well, I think it depends where you go and who you ask. I mean, when I go to Brazil, when I'm in the Middle East, when I'm in Sudan, when I'm all around the world, hip-hop still retains that status as a socio-political voice, as a narrative speaking to power, as something that can drive change, as the vernacular, despite all the corporatization of hip-hop that TALIB and others have already mentioned. Everywhere we go, we still find people clinging on to that more than any other art form as for hip-hop as a way to socially express themselves. So I don't think hip-hop's lost any of that power. I think that there was a time, and maybe this is me being romantic, but there was a time when among the commercially popular and visible rappers, there was a spread. You understand? So you had your Mobb Deeps, and I loved Mobb Deep. You even had your kind of shiny suit party shit, but you also had the Talibs, the Most Defs, the Commons, no, but what I mean by that is obviously you still have all those people, but the visibility and it was almost as if the corporations hadn't figured out the danger that hip-hop posed. Public Enemy, when I was 7, 8 years old, were the biggest rap group in the world. When I was 13, the first UK, who knows what the first UK hip-hop album to go #1 was? Not UK hip-hop album, sorry. First hip-hop album to go #1 in the UK was. I think you'd be surprised. It was Wu-Tang Forever. You understand? So clearly what made hip-hop become popular wasn't necessarily the kind of shiny suit element of it. It was a lot of what it had to say. So I think hip-hop still retains that. And for that reason, only one style of hip-hop is having money spent on it these days. To that level, is being promoted and pushed to that level these days. But all of these artists still have international fan bases, are still touring, are still popular, are still selling records, even if independently. So clearly there's a still appetite for all of that. But I think it's logical that mainstream corporate power is not going to promote music that questions and undermines its very existence, even if it can make money out of it, which it has done historically. But I think in the times that we live in with the internet, it's more dangerous maybe than it was before. So I think the roots are still there, but they need to be nurtured.
Oh. Dynamax. Oh.
Peace. I mean, my title in the culture is the ambassador. I got the title Ambassador Hip Hop from Hurricane Africa Bambaataa because I toured all over Africa with the U.S. Embassy, you know, understand? Over in Europe, etc. The thing is for me is when the culture first started, and I'm following you, I got you on that. We had all these different elements that were just doing what they were doing. Graffiti artists. Hip-hop wasn't all illegal. Graffiti artists were writing on a train, illegal. Breakdancing on the sidewalk, getting money from people, illegal. DJing with the electricity of the city, illegal. MCing in the park with the DJ, illegal. And then it caught on. Commercial, caught on, etc. We had to have a category, 86, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, etc. Going back 1973, 74, 75, Africa Bambaataa, Zulu Nation said, we need to organize all these different elements together into a culture. Because everyone's doing stuff, but there's not a name for it. So they came up with hip hop. You understand what I mean? Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? So it took an individual to think and says, we need to organize all this talent in together and mobilize. This is why hip hop has always been together. Africa Bambaataa was important because he helped stop the gangs in New York when we was running really rampant and wild. So to bring peace, love, and unity into the circle, bring home family values, the same things you teach your kids. Love each other, respect one another. Peace, love, unity. Each one teach one, next one reach one. These were, and this is, the family values behind the culture of hip hop. What the corporate world did was say we want to package it up and make money with it. We don't really care about what your values are behind it. If sex, drugs, and rock and roll sells, we're going to sell it. If you talk about drugs or whatever, etc., we're going to sell it. And what if the message is negative and it sells more than positive, so be it. We don't really care. We're selling it. No love for the culture of hip-hop. We just want to sell records.
Dynamax, I'm going to...
I know. I'm going there.
Okay.
I'm going there. This is important.
All right.
So it always comes back to the family values. I'm not being egotistic here like I'm trying to take the shine from me. It's not about me. It's about you. We built this thing off nothing, and then it became a multi-million-dollar industry. But it's our God-given gift, and we share it with each other, and we work with one another. My message to you is do the same thing. Work with each other, love each other, support each other. Leeds support London. London support Liverpool. Liverpool support. It's up to you to open this space to make this thing grow. I did my part already. I've come here and I've showed my love. And now you took it and you've done something with it. It's not about me, it's about you. What you can do with it. I rest my case.
All right, thank you.